Land. A lot of us got in on the action, even the Gulf Coast through January. Of course, this past week, a rare winter. Oh, here's the good news. We're finished and we've put the snow behind us. We're even melting it out there. Raleigh, 46 for your high today. 55 in Atlanta, and as you work your way towards Nashville, 44 for the afternoon. It's still chilly, let's face it. It's a cold setup for your Saturday, but we are headed in the right direction in so many spots as we continue to rebound. Taking a look at your Sunday, high pressure and control, but watch this coastal low here. That is creating some headaches around the Texas-Louisiana Gulf Coast, and it's set to move east as we head into the start of the work week. So get ready for things to be fairly quiet for most, but notice New Orleans dealing with some of the showers and drizzle. There'll be a lot of wet weather around this region. As you work your way towards Raleigh, plenty of sunshine in the mid and upper 50s there towards Atlanta. Quite a difference, Atlanta, after some of the snowflakes of this week. That low, though, like I was talking about, working its way to central and southern Florida, and while it does so, it's going to provide some heavy rain. Now, this is not a bad thing, because when we think about Florida, this time of year, we want to kind of get the rain before the fire season of April and May, and you can see those drought conditions are working on severe in some locations. So we do actually need a bit of that rainfall, and we'll get it as we go into the end of the weekend. This is tomorrow afternoon. You can see all that wet weather across Louisiana. Into the Florida Panhandle it goes tomorrow night, and then heading into Monday, starts to make its way into central Florida and continues to work its way through for a wet start to the work week there. Power outage. Some great tips there, and we've got a lot more wet weather working its way into the west. This one's not going to be as wintry, though, as we close out the weekend here. So basically our pattern through Tuesday is a couple of different storm systems coming into British Columbia, Canada. The last one has more potential for snow towards some of the mountain passes. But the first bit here, we're talking rain for a lot of the mountain passes. So even as we go through today, your Saturday, 57 for the high in Portland, with the rain coming down, 59 in Medford. Mild but wet, turning quite wet as we head into the late afternoon, evening hours, and overnight, a lot of heavy rainfall pushing in. And this is arguably an atmospheric river as it pumps that moisture into the I-5 corridor, and it will mean a pretty wet time. Some spots 2-3 inches of rainfall accumulating here as we talk about some of the moisture coming in. Rain. Like I said, it's a mild system, so as it moves through today, you can see all the rainfall here from Seattle to Portland just kind of working in through the afternoon, and that continues into tonight when some of the heavy rain moves ashore and you see a lot more moisture heading into tomorrow morning. Seattle, we probably get out of it somewhat quickly tomorrow morning. Snow levels again very high, and then we talk about more rain through the state of Oregon as we push through our Sunday. Eventually all that will start to break up heading into Monday morning, though the storm track isn't completely over just yet, but a bulk of a lot of heavy rainfall comes down with, again, a few spots, 1 to 2 inches or a bit more. On the northeast, but even that's going to ease out as we move through time. Notice some of the snow showers and just kind of cutting their way through, just enough cyclonic energy here to kind of kick up some of that moisture. Last of the lake effect snow kind of holding on off of Lake Ontario, and then again, like I said, enough cyclonic energy here to kick off a few light snow showers. It doesn't take much when we have a cold air mass to put in a little bit of moisture to create those flakes to fall. So that's what we're dealing with for your Saturday. Most of us, though, dry and fairly bright as we head through the start of the weekend. Just chilly, 39 for the high in New York City. This time of year, we actually should be venturing into the mid-40s, so we are below historical average. We're also below historical average in Washington, D.C. with the mid-40s. Mid-30s in Pittsburgh puts us a touch below. There's high pressure and control, so it's keeping us largely dry, still dealing with maybe a few snow showers out there around the Great Lakes. Again, once you got cold air in place, it really doesn't take much moisture to create those snowflakes to fall. But as we head through your Sunday, we'll find numbers really headed up. I get a little bit of moisture now and then, but like I said, snow showers by and large hard to find across so much of the Northeast. We'll have to watch some of that activity through northern New England as we head into Sunday morning, so through tonight. Beyond that, though, travel delays, by the way, in Chicago. It's just going to come from the breeze and the wind. I think the airports will overcome that. So we're looking pretty good here as you work your way into the northwest. Some minor delays due to some of the heavier rain. I think it's going to get more substantial as we go later in the day. So morning might be a kind of a green for us, but then as we go throughout the afternoon hours, we'll start to see more of that heavy rain kick in and create some more minor delays. Concern around the Houston area is the very chilly rain that's coming through, and at times low clouds, drizzle, mist, all a big problem that can ruin visibilities and create some slowdowns for us. New York to Washington, D.C., A-OK, no problems out there. So we are looking good for these locations. Flight cancellations, they are down this week compared to where we've been. A typical day for us is around 1 to 300. That would be pretty typical for flight cancellation. So we are looking pretty good. Smooth sailing here Monday, Tuesday, and